All right, hey everyone, we are live. And before I get into anything, for those of you who are on, I know I'm a few minutes early, but I gotta take off my desktop audio. All right. Um, just a few technical things, I should say, before we get started. Um, can you put a number one in the live chat box if you can see the screen that says we're live and you can hear me clearly? All right, I want to make sure that everything is working before we get started. Um, if you want to put in the chat box, where you're from, and if do you know what print on demand is already, and you're just trying to learn more, or kind of where you're at with the whole print on demand and using Amazon and Etsy. So if you want to throw that in the chat box before we get started, I want to make sure that I have everything ready to go here right at 8 o'clock. I think all the emails and messages should be sent out by now, but I want to make sure that we get the most people on as possible for this live stream. It's going to be pretty cool. If you guys haven't heard about this at all, um, it's probably the best online business for anybody who wants to make extra money. I mean, you could have a full-time job working 12 hours a day and still have time to do this and still make some really good money doing it. Especially if you start scaling it up and creating your processes every week. And if you do this consistently over 3, 6, 9 months, 12 months, 24 months, you're going to have a really good income like I'm going to be showing you one of my students who's doing over 100 grand a year, simply by uploading these images to Amazon and selling print on demand products like t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. So let me go in and check the chat box and make sure you guys can hear me okay. Okay, we got Venice, I hope I said that right, Kennedy from Georgia. That's cool. I can hear you. I'm watching from central Wisconsin, and I'm looking to get started. Dawn, that's kind of eerie because I'm also in central Wisconsin. I don't know enough. Looking forward to this class. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have a few more minutes, so I just want to make sure that I have all my screens that I need, and I think I only need a few of them. What I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be going through a few things. First off, what print on demand is. If I know some people might not have heard about what this is and how it works, so I'm just going to quickly go through kind of how it works, the short version of that, and then I'm going to go through the 3 steps that actually make this whole process work. And then we're going to do the live Q&A at the end. Now, when I'm going through the 3 steps, I'm going to go through kind of the research process, the uploading. Actually, let me look at my slides. The research process, getting your designs ready and then uploading your designs. Those are the 3 steps that you need to do, on a weekly or daily basis in order to make this work. So I'm going to go through each one of those. And after I'm done, going through each one of those sections, then I'm going to go into the chat and see if there's any questions about that. I think that's the easiest way to do this. I've done a few of these in the past, so I think, breaking up the Q&A a little bit is good. And then we'll do a live Q&A at the end. Hopefully this is only going to last about an hour. Okay, so I haven't gone through this myself. I haven't read it myself, but it would, if I did this alone, it would probably only take me 30 minutes to go through all this stuff, but I'm sure I'm going to jabber on about a bunch of crap. So hopefully you guys ask a lot of questions in the comments so I can get through and answer anything that you want to know. So it's almost 8 o'clock. I think we got a minute left. Yeah, small world. It took a minute to figure out how to get into the chat. Yeah, I'm doing this through YouTube. I'm not using any webinar software that has a chat in it. The Um, the actual software that I use to host my website and some of my products has a webinar feature in it, but there's no live chat. And I was kind of pissed about that a couple days ago. I was actually contacting them about it and talking to them about it, and I have to use some different software to do it. So I just decided to go with YouTube. So Blue Frog just says, hi, Blue Frog. Well, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to get started. I want to make sure that we're right around the 1 hour time. So like I said, before I get started, I'm going to go through some results that, I've gotten and a couple of my students have gotten. And then I'm going to go through what print on demand is. Then I'm going to go through the 3 steps to make it work. I'll do live Q&A kind of inside those 3 steps as we go through them. So everything kind of flows well and makes sense. And then we'll do a live Q&A at the end. And I'll make sure to answer every and all questions that come in. I think 150-ish people signed up for this, and I'm pretty sure I forgot to stop my Facebook ads, but that's all right. So some results. All right. Now, this is Amazon is what we're looking at right here. And I'm not sure if you can see this on your screen or not very well, but it says I have 453 designs up. And right now I have 240. So the reason for that is Amazon would take off designs that haven't sold in, I think they changed it now, but it used to be 90 days. They changed it to a year because there's a lot of designs up for the Christmas season, for Halloween, for St. Patrick's Day, and those shirts don't sell. They only sell for 1, 2, 3 weeks during the year, so they changed it to a year. But I'm down to 240, and I'm still getting some pretty good results just from a couple hundred designs up on Amazon. So 16 sales in a day for $40, $33 a day, $30 a day. So this is actually during the holiday season. So as you can see on the dates of this, it was December of last year, and I didn't have many designs up, and I was just uploading designs a few months prior to this to make sure that I had enough designs up for the Christmas season. And I ended up making, $1,200 or something like $1,300 something in December. I think it was 1,000-ish in November. It slows down after that, obviously, because it's the Christmas season. But I'm still selling 4, 5, 6, 7 units a day right now inside my Amazon account. So this is one of my students who uses a different app, but this is still merch by Amazon. As you can see, he's sold over 24,000 units. If you look at the number on the right, not sure if you can see my pointer here. And his royalties, which means the royalties that are paid to him. This is the money that is paid to him. He's made over $104,000 in royalties. All right. So that's really something to think about. And he has approximately 6,000 designs up on Amazon. Now, you're probably thinking, like, that's a lot of designs, and you possibly couldn't make that many designs. But he's been doing this for about going on almost 2 years. All right. So if you think about it, if you did this exact same thing, if I get out my calculator, he has 6,000 designs up over, let's just say it's 2 years, so 24 months, 250 designs per month. All right. That's not a lot. All right. If I divide that by 4, that's 62 designs per week. All right. And I'm literally paying 25 cents. I'm paying a designer to design my stuff that I upload, 25 cents per design. So that would cost me $15 a day. So for $15 a day as an investment in your business and uploading these designs every day or every week, you can start creating a 6-figure business. Just like my student, his name is Scott, did. Obviously, it took him almost 2 years, a year and a half-ish to get there. But it's all about consistency. It's all about creating, good processes in your business to actually get to that level. Now, if you just want to make a couple extra $200 to $300 a month doing this, that's totally doable. on your own without any actual employees other than maybe a designer that you pay, $20 a week to upload, anywhere from 10 to, let's say, 40 designs. So it all depends on what your goals are. All right. So if you want to make six figures, you really have to get to that 5,000-ish design level and work backwards. So if you want to do that in 3 years from now, if you want to be making $8,500 a month in actual income that goes in your pocket, then you're going to have to do the math. So you're going to have to do 50 per week, about 50 designs per week for a few years, and you'll be fine. For 2 years, and you'll be at that level. I mean, it's really the simplest business I've ever seen in the last 10 years of me doing business. So this is the message that Scott sent me a while back. He said, actually, this was about a month ago. He said, just wanted to share some of my print-on-demand journey and results. My bread and butter comes from Merch by Amazon. I started in April of 2016. He's at the 18,000 tier, and a tier is just how many designs Amazon allows you to upload or have live on their website. So he can actually upload up to 18,000 different designs to Amazon, and he's made over $100,000 in royalties. He also has 2 Etsy stores, both print on demand and mostly apparel. One store is general, 1,300 products. The other one has about 250 products. It's more of a branded niche store, or niche, however you want to call it. So print on demand, he said, is what I do full time, and it's a lot of fun. Sometimes it can be stressful, as with any business, but fourth quarter is an absolute blast. I mean, fourth quarter is by far the best. October, November, December is a great time for you as the business owner, because obviously everyone has to buy gifts and stuff for their family and friends, but it's really good for your business because you're going to get most of your sales in the fourth quarter. And it's like 3 to 4, almost 5 times the amount of sales on a regular month during the year versus the fourth quarter. So this is the type of stuff that is actually possible with this. So you can have results like this without creating a website, without holding inventory, without any advertising costs, or posting on social media all day, without handling shipping, customer service, or returns. And you might be thinking, why? We're actually just letting the organic traffic from Amazon and Etsy sell for us. All right, that's the reason why we don't need any of this stuff. Amazon and Etsy already have the website and the store. They already hold the inventory for you. Okay, so Amazon holds all the t-shirts and the pop sockets, and Etsy holds or it's not specifically Etsy, it's Printful, which is an app that you use with Etsy, but they hold all their inventory just like Amazon does. There's no advertising cost because you don't need to advertise because all the traffic is already on these websites. And then you don't need to post on social media. If you wanted to, you could start a page, an Instagram page or a Facebook page, and do all that stuff, but it's not required at all. And shipping, customer service, and returns is all handled by Amazon and Etsy. So you may have to do a little bit of customer service with Etsy, but it's minimal. It's very minimal. All right. So before we get into it, if you don't know who I am, my name is Eric. I've been in online business since 2008. I started doing search engine optimization and affiliate marketing in 2008. 2008 was when I started at my second job after college. Graduated college in 2007, and that's kind of when the economy went down. I got a new job in 2008. A year later, it was gone because of the economy. It was an AIG finance company. And then I just started doing all the SEO and affiliate marketing. I got like a part-time job from 2009, technically 2010. I think I was let go at the end of 2009. So in 2010, I was doing SEO and affiliate marketing on the side, and then I built that up while I was working at a part-time job, making like $13 an hour or something like that, because it was the only jobs available. And during that time, from 2010 to 2012, I built up these affiliate marketing businesses. and then I sold them, and I did a bunch of other stuff that kind of failed a little bit, had a little bit of success, a lot of failures, but the last 5 years I've strictly focused on print on demand. All right, I found out about print on demand while I was doing running my affiliate marketing businesses. All right, I've sold well over $500,000 worth of print on demand products too. So if you guys don't know what print on demand is, it's basically a business model where the product is only created and shipped to a customer when an order is made. For example, let me just stop right here. All of this presentation is not going to be on slides. I'm actually going to go through and actually show you step by step how to do this. But this first part is kind of on these slides. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the chat and I'll get to them in a second. So if you had this design, let's say this rain beer design, it's a Christmas design for people who like beer, and you simply upload it to Amazon. Amazon creates the listing. All you have to create is the title and a short description. And then once the shirt is sold to someone, Amazon will print the shirt, they'll ship it to the customer, and they'll give you your royalty. So a $20 shirt on Amazon is about a $5 royalty, which seems a little low, but you're really not doing any of the work. All right. You're literally just for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, uploading designs, and that's it. You're literally just letting these websites sell for you. So like I said, all you have to do is upload designs and create titles and descriptions. I hope that's easy enough for everyone, especially when you're first getting started. So if that's easy, can you guys throw a yes in the comments to make sure that you guys are still here? As I take a drink of water. Just kidding, this is beer. Let me go and check the comments quick. See if there's anything. All right, yes. All right, we're good to go. All right, so let's get into the three-step process. So the first step is actually researching design ideas, and the key here is to find designs that people are actually searching for and designs that people are buying already. All right. So you want to be in niches that people are already buying stuff in. And as far as niches goes, there's thousands and thousands of different niches or niches that you can get into. And there's probably millions of different designs that people would actually buy. All right. And this whole process takes me about 20 to 30 minutes a week. All right. So step 2 is all about, once you have those design ideas ready, you're going to have to give it to a freelancer and have them create the designs for you. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. And then step 3 is simply uploading those images that your designer gives you to Amazon and Etsy, creating your little product page, and that's it. So let's get into actual step 1 of the research process. So first off, if you want to sell on Merch by Amazon, you're going to have to request an invitation. All right. So it's merch.amazon.com, and you just go in, you request an invitation, you fill out a little form, you tell them a little bit about your background. You may want to say something like, yeah, but I'm a designer, or something like that, and you want to sell your products on Amazon. Once you're approved, you'll be able to sell. With Etsy, there's no application process. So you can start your store right away. Now, when I'm going through these 3 steps, the same research and design and upload process is basically the same for Merch by Amazon and Etsy. So I'm not going to go through everything with Etsy. I'm not going to go through everything with Etsy. It would just take a little too long for this live call. All right. But what I'm going to go through with Merch by Amazon relates directly to the Etsy page. All right. So let's just say that you wanted to sell. I'm going to talk about how people buy things on Amazon. Obviously, when you go to Amazon, it's basically a search engine for products. So if you wanted to find a funny Hawaiian t-shirt, something like that, and I spelled this is what would come up. All right. Now, obviously, if you have a bunch of shirts like this one that says, this is my Hawaiian shirt and just has some, flowers on it, it's pretty basic. And I don't know why that keeps popping up. I hate that. Anyway, if you wanted to sell something like that, you would want to come up with a bunch of different designs for that specific keyword. So your title would have to say funny Hawaiian shirt in it. And that's pretty much it. So what you want to do for research is go in and see what type of shirts are selling. And the way you figure that out is you look at the bestseller rank of that shirt on Amazon to make sure that people are actually buying it. Now, there is and I should have had this up before, but it's called Amazon DS Quick View. So Amazon DS Quick View Chrome extension. All right, you're going to want to download this. So you'll have a button that says install on Chrome. Once it's installed, it's going to actually show you in the search results what the bestseller rank is. Now, you can go into each listing and see the bestseller rank, but this app makes it really easy. It shows you right up front on the search page. So on the results page, I should say. So if you're going through here, you can actually see what shirts are selling more than others. So obviously, the lower the number in the category, all right, in the clothing category, the better, meaning the more it's selling because it's ranking higher in the bestseller list, obviously, like books would be. The number 1 book on Amazon is selling more than the number 7 book on Amazon. So you want to look for low numbers, typically 500,000 or less. All right. So this Hawaiian shirt is at 468, which means it's selling approximately 1 a day, 15 to 30 per month. All right. So this one that's ranked at 7,500 is selling probably around 15 to 20 units a day. All right. So let's see. And this is a dumb search that I did. Let me do a different search. Let's say funny alien t-shirt. So if you're in the alien niche, so like this shirt that says get in loser, we're doing butt stuff, which is hilarious. This is at 152,000. This is definitely a merch shirt just by the way it looks. And I'll show you an easier way to search for merch shirts. But it's selling it's ranked 152,000, which means it's selling probably 1 to 2 a day. All right. So that shirt right there is making $3 to $4 profit for the owner of that shirt per day, or 3 to 4 units per day. So it's probably making around $300 to $400 a month just with one shirt, just with one design. All right. Obviously, this shirt has some reviews and stuff, which helps a lot for sales. But you basically go in here and say, all right, which ones are ranked below 500,000? This one on the left is. Obviously, the butt stuff one is. The United States Space Force shirt is. This one is. So you want to just jot down ideas, or what I do is open all these up in new tabs and have my designer create a brand new design from that idea. All right. We're not stealing ideas or anything like that. And we're not stealing designs and just putting them on our shirt. That you'll get kicked off in a heartbeat doing that. On any platform, you get kicked off. You want to create something that's better and unique in that same niche or with that same idea. All right. So that's the basic research process that I use. Now, let me show you a website. If you go to merchresearch.com, and I think I have it up. Yeah, merchresearch.com. This is going to search for the all the Amazon merch t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, or long sleeve shirts based on the keyword that you type in. So if we type in funny alien and we click on search t-shirts, all of these shirts are going to be sold by people like you who are uploading these designs. And you just go through and see which ones are selling and which ones are not. Does that make sense for anybody? For everybody, I should say. Like this get in loser, we're doing butt stuff. I mean, you could create, I don't know how many different designs from that and do pretty well with it. Obviously, you don't want to rip off the designs. We're not doing that. But that's the basic research process that we use. Let me show you another research process too. Let me go into the comments and see if there's any. Yes. What about car stuff? Say Chevy. No, you can't use Chevy. It's a trademark. All trademark copyright stuff you want to stay away from. So what you want to do is, let's say Space Force. If you go to, it's called tmhunt.com, and you want to make sure that this phrase is not trademarked, you just type in Space Force, and you click search, and obviously these were not registered trademarks, but they are live, and they are text, so there's 2 of them here, so you actually probably can't use these. If you click on the little serial numbers here, it'll take you to a page that looks like this, and what you want to look at is the goods and services section, and it says clothing, all right? T-shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants. You cannot put Space Force text on a shirt. So the person who has this Space Force shirt either owns that trademark, Space Force, or is infringing on that trademark, all right? And you don't want to do that. So Space Force is definitely out. Let me go in and see. Where does it say? I think it said text, right, on the last page. Yeah, it said type as text. So you can't have the text Space Force on any of your designs. You definitely cannot have Chevy on your designs. That's definitely trademark. You don't have to look that up at all. All right, so let me show you another way that you can do research. This is a paid tool though. It's called Sorting Social, and I don't think I'm logged in. I may have to log in. Give me a second. I should have had this up too. All right, I am logged. Oh no, I gotta log in. Again, this is a paid app. There is a free version, I think, but it doesn't give you all the results. So if we just type in, use the funny alien t-shirt again, and we're searching on Pinterest here. So what it does is it searches Pinterest for these keywords, and it's going to come up with a ton of different designs that people actually like, and you sort these by saves. So if someone saved it on Pinterest, that means it's a better design than others that haven't been shared as much. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for these to load, but I'll stop searching and load the results for you. So we're gonna sort by saves. So here's a bunch of different designs that people have actually saved from Pinterest. Obviously, the ones on the top are gonna be more likely to sell than the ones on the bottom, but basically what you're doing here is try to get ideas for designs. Now, you don't actually have to put in t-shirt. You can put in funny alien quote or saying or something like that, or tattoo or sign. So if there's like these wooden signs that have funny quotes on them, you could put those on t-shirts. There's a lot of ways you can use this Sorting Social app, but it's definitely something that I use in my business, so I highly recommend it. So that's basically how you do research. And once you find design ideas, you basically open them up in a bunch of tabs. You copy the URL, you put them in a spreadsheet, and that's what you give to your designer. All right, your designer should have, a bunch of ideas to work from, and then your designer should be creating new designs from the original designs that you find. Now, a lot of people like in this space, in this Amazon merch space, really don't like talking about this, about the whole looking for design ideas and just, kind of, you're not really copying, you're making a new design, but let me stop and load these results. But it's kind of a gray area. I mean, you don't want to be stealing designs, but you can definitely create a new design from a bunch of different quotes and sayings that other people have on their t-shirts. All right, as long as it's not trademarked, you're fine. All right, so always use tmhunt.com to make sure that there's no trademarks. And this one doesn't really have a lot of quotes or anything like that. Yeah, I don't really see much here for quotes, but there's definitely a lot of different things that that you could type in here and find different ideas for designs. So does anybody have any questions about that? Let me look at the chat. Can you do print on demand on things other than sloths? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can do a ton of different niches. You can do any niche. You don't need to use sloths. I don't know why you would say sloths are a thing. Maybe that's some sort of trend right now, but I know the whole dabbing thing, like unicorns dabbing and Santa dabbing and St. Patrick's Day stuff, and they're dabbing on t-shirts. Like the whole dabbing thing was a big trend. And they sell well, but it's pretty competitive now. But yeah, you can do anything with sloths if you want. You can do a lot of different types of niches. All right, so we're through the research phase. So once you have all your ideas, you basically go in and have the design created. And where I do that is Upwork. So you go in and you create a job, and I'll go to my jobs here quick. And here's one: graphic designer needed for Merch by Amazon. This is actually live because I'm actually going through a couple people here, testing a few people. And don't be alarmed by the amount of money. This is actually for 5,000 designs. All right, so they're bidding $1,000 for 5,000 designs. All right, and I don't pay all this up front. When I hire somebody on Upwork, I pay them as they make them. Upwork creates what's it called? Holds the money in the account, and once I approve the designs, then I release the money. And then, if I like the designer, I basically just keep them. But there's a certain way that I actually let's go to my job post. There's a certain way I actually do this. So it's a very short job description. When you create a job on Upwork, it says, I'm looking for someone who is creative. It can make pop socket designs, because you can actually create pop socket designs on Merch by Amazon, which is mainly what I sell. And I'm going to need a minimum of 100 designs a week. And I also said to put MBA at the top of your cover letter. So when people start, and I put my budget is $1,000, and it says a total of 5,000 designs will be needed. So their bid should be based on 5,000 designs. If they're not comfortable making designs for 20 cents a piece, then they shouldn't be applying for the job. So once a bunch of freelancers actually apply for your job, and it literally takes like 2 days to do this, 2 days, and you'll have 30, 40 different people applying to your job. Then you go through and let's see here, no invited, review proposals. You go through, and the top of their cover letter will be right on the listing. So if it doesn't say MBA right there, I immediately archive that candidate. That's what I do first. The second thing I do is make sure they've had some success on Upwork itself. So if they don't have success, I would archive it. So I would archive this one. I would archive this MD Ali person from Bangladesh. This Martina and this Surat, Both decline because they have $0 earned, zero success rate on Upwork. Next thing I do is just go through and see how much they've earned on the platform. Now, if they've earned nothing, that's fine. If you look at their work and you like it, you can always test them. You say, hey, I'd like to do 10 designs with you to see if it's a good fit. You can hire them. You can create a contract for 10 designs, send them the 10 design ideas, and see what you get back. That's fine. But I usually go for someone that has at least $1,000 earned on the platform and a 100% job success rate. All right. If someone doesn't get back to you within 24 hours, if you send them a message asking them a question, then I usually decline them too. I want people that are actually on the platform a lot and want to work with me. All right. So this Christopher Lorden guy has the MBA. He has an 80% job success rate, which is kind of weird, but he's got 30K earned. So I would probably test this person to see if they're a good fit for me and if they're they communicate well. All right. So that's basically it. I mean, you create a job post, you post it, you wait a couple days, and then you start, archiving candidates that haven't had good job success rate, haven't put the special word at the front of the cover letter, meaning they didn't even look at your job description that closely, so you don't want them anyway. Then you look at and see what they earned on the platform, and then you start testing a few people, and eventually you'll find one that is going to work pretty well for you every single week and every single day. So is there any questions about using Upwork to hire a designer? While I take a drink of water, quote unquote water. All right, let me check the comments. Okay, that was a typo. Venice said, can you print anything other than clothes? Oh, clothes. Okay. Yeah, there's a ton of different products that you can actually create. Let me go in and show you. When you're using Etsy, all right, this is the service that you're going to use, the print on demand company that you're going to use. It's called Printful. And basically you're going to create all your designs inside Printful and then just push it onto your Etsy store. And there's an integration. This is all free to use. You don't have to pay for anything. The only thing with Etsy is I think it's 20 cents per listing, per product that you put up. So it's just an extra 20 cents per product. But there's tons of different products that you can use with Printful, like women's clothing, men's clothing, hats, accessories. If I go into accessories, tote bags, drawstring bags, fanny packs, backpacks, iPhone cases, jewelry, flip-flops, socks, stickers, pillows, pillowcases, posters, wall art, canvas art, beach towels, bags. Printful is a really good company because they've been in print on demand forever. I've been using them quite a bit the last 4 or 5 years, and they have tons of different products, and they keep adding new products. They have over 160 products that you can put designs on right now. With Amazon, though, it is only, I know it's only t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, and pop sockets. All right. They got into the print on demand game a few years ago, and it was relatively slow. It opened up only to app owners to sell products to the app users, and then they slowly started opening it up to everybody, and they're slowly starting to add new products. I'm sure down the road that they'll have, if dozens, if not hundreds of products, 3 or 4 years from now. Right now there's only 5, but pop sockets and t-shirts sell really, really well on Amazon right now. So yeah, there's a lot of different products that you can sell on. Yeah, I think she meant clothes. Yeah, it was my bad. Can we take a design that's not trademarked and modify or make it better and then sell it? Yes, that's kind of what I say to do. Obviously, I would use different colors. I would use a completely different design. You don't want to be anywhere near how the design looks based on what your research was when I went through it earlier in the video, earlier in this live stream. Just because, especially with Amazon, they're going to be very, very strict about it because there's so many sellers now. But you want to be using unique designs. You can definitely take ideas. And when you're doing research, you're just trying to find niches and sub-niches that are actually selling well. All right. So that's what you're doing with research. And you're just giving the design to your designer so they have something to look at before they actually start creating the design. Anita says, how do I find designers? You're using Upwork. I just went through that. And I'll send the replay of this video, of this live stream, to you guys through email and through a message, so you can watch it later. But basically, you're using Upwork, the freelance website, to find designers. Would you give an example of a new design that was based on a popular design so it's more clear about how it can be done? Sure, that's actually a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'll go into my own account on Amazon. What am I doing here? Merch. Let me sign into my account. And I will go to manage. And I'll look at all my designs. And I'll try and find one like this Ava. Oh, that was removed because it didn't sell. Let me filter it by live. All right, so let me look at this Bernie Sanders one. I put some Bernie Sanders. This is my design, the Bernie Sanders 2020 Feel the Burn design. And I got this design simply by searching on Amazon. So let me go to Amazon and actually find similar designs to this. And I'll show you kind of what I'm looking at. So Bernie Sanders pop socket. So here's a design. This might be the one that I found that I'm like, all right, feel the burn. That's kind of cool. But I changed it because I wanted it to actually be burning. So I told my designer in the notes on this one to say, hey, can you have just the hair, and could it say feel the burn and then have his hair on fire? All right, so that's what he came up with. And it says hashtag feel the burn because hashtags are used a lot. So let's see, my keywords are Bernie Sanders 2020, feel the burn, burning hair, silhouette. Those are my keywords. That's it. It took me about 90 seconds to upload this, and I'll show you how to upload to Amazon here in a second. So I hope that makes sense. As far as previous designs, escrow, yeah, they leave it in the escrow account, and then you pay your designers as they finish the designs. You don't have to start with $1,000. Dawn, that's a good question. A good lead into this question. What was your budget when you first started looking for a designer on Upwork? My actual first budget was $1,000. I always do 1,000 or minimum of 1,000. The higher the number, the better, because you're going to get more applicants, and that's what I want. I want to go through as many applicants as I can to find the ones that are willing to work long term, because it's more of you want to think of it as a partnership, more than like an employee. All right, so you want them working for you for a long time, because not only is it a little bit time consuming to find a designer, but it's just a lot easier once you get the ball rolling and you're doing hundreds of designs a week or hundreds of designs a day. Then you want someone that already knows all the processes, so you can just get it all done in a couple hours a week, and they send you the designs, you upload them, and you're done. So I hope that makes sense. I did start out with $1,000 budget, but you don't have to pay that $1,000 until they're all complete, which may take months, especially when you're first starting out. If you only have, an extra $100 a month to do this, then you're going to have to do some math. And I would definitely start with pop sockets or start with t-shirts and then find the cheapest designer possible. Now, my t-shirts, I pay anywhere from $3 to $9 for. And then I have one designer that I pay $50 a design, and that's for canvas art. So any of my canvas art stuff is like $50 just because I wanted someone from the US and I wanted someone that was actually extremely creative and had a lot of experience in graphic design and illustration by hand. So that's only for the canvas art stuff. But for pop sockets, I pay 25 cents per pop socket design. So with $100 a month, you could have 400 designs a month created. And if you're working with, let's say, $4 per design and you have $100 a month, you can do the math. I don't know what that is. 50? No, that's 200. 25 designs per month, which is fine. Because when you're first starting out, you're going to be in the tier 10, which means you can only upload 10 shirts to Amazon. So once you sell 10, then they'll increase your limit. Once you sell that limit out, then you move up to the next limit. And I think I'm at 1,000. Am I at 1,000? I don't know where that went. If I go back to my dashboard. Oh, I got to sign in again. Anyway, I'm at 1,000 designs that I can upload, and I only have 240 up. All right. So I forgot what I was talking about. The beer must be getting to me. But hopefully that makes sense. Yes, makes sense. Okay. So let's go into, where am I? Design, how to create designs. Now, uploading your designs. So let me go in to my account again, and I'm going to show you how to upload. I mean, it's super simple. Let me sign in here quick. All right, so we're going to upload a single product, and this is the same process as Printful, except with Printful, you're going to have to add maybe a longer description because it doesn't add, Amazon adds like the type of clothing it is, whether it's 100% cotton or polyester or whatever. You have to add that in manually to Printful using Etsy. But this is basically the same process, and you want to be using specific keywords. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second too. So we're not going to upload a t-shirt. We're going to do pop sockets. So here's the things that you can upload: the premium t-shirt, long sleeve sweatshirt, hoodie, and pop socket. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to find a pop socket that I've done in the past, and hopefully this opens up to it. Okay. So here's a bunch of pop socket designs in the avocado niche that I've done, and some in the space niche. I'm going to just choose one in the space niche. And the most important part of uploading is keywords. All right. If you go on YouTube and search merch by Amazon tutorials and all this kind of crap, they're going to tell you so much stuff about finding designs that are selling well. It's all about the keyword that you're using. Amazon is a search engine. Etsy is a search engine. You want to be using keywords that people are most likely to search for that particular design. And the only thing I change, like if I'm in the space niche, like this is the space niche, and I'm uploading, let's say, 100 different space type of pop sockets or t-shirts, or whether it be on Amazon or Etsy, I'm using the same descriptions, but I'm changing the titles. All right, because the title is going to be different for everyone, because you want different keywords in based on the actual design that you're uploading. I hope that makes sense. And it's not hard. It literally takes me, I think, 90 seconds. I actually timed it out, and it was averaging 90 seconds per design. So I don't know if you do the math on that for 100 designs. So hour and a half. for 100 designs. Anyway, so for pop sockets, we're going to set the price at $14.99. I always leave it like that because that's just the standard price for pop sockets. For t-shirts and sweatshirts, you can look at your competitors first. Obviously, you want to be pricing a little low to get some sales going. Once you see it selling, you can increase the price a little bit, increase the price a little bit. The next week, increase the price a little bit until it stops really selling enough where it's dropping in rankings really quick. So you can find that sweet spot in price, over time. All right. So Amazon wants you to put in a brand name. I'm just going to use a brand name of the Space Exploration Apparel Co. Now, the brand name does not matter. All right. It doesn't matter. It may matter a little bit for keywords, but over time, you can use one brand for all your designs in every single niche that you're in, or you can use specific brand names on Amazon. But this won't matter in Etsy. It's just an Amazon thing. So don't worry too much about the brand name. Now, the title is where you want to put your actual keywords. So I just snagged a title from from this actual pop socket that's on Amazon already. So it says Cool Moon Pop Socket collapsible cell phone holder. Now that's an actual terrible title, but that title is working really, really well. Now if I go back to here's the Cool Moon Pop Socket. This one sells, I think this one makes me like 60 or 70 bucks a month. It sells quite a bit. Oh, I uploaded the wrong one. Sorry, guys. So this is the design, and it just says Cool Moon Pop Socket. That's basically the keyword right there. All right, so that's what people are searching for. It comes up as this. There's been so many purchases that 2 people left really good reviews. Once you have really good reviews on it, which happens naturally, don't try and game the system and get reviews. Amazon will kick you off. I've sold on Amazon a lot using FBA and other types of products, and trust me, you don't want to game the system. Just let things happen naturally as far as reviews go. So let me look at the ranking on this. This is 61,000, so it's selling really well. And let me go back to, where am I? So for the title of this one, I would put probably Spaceman or Space Suit or Moon, things like that. Now, with keywords, there's really there's a specific way that I look for keywords, and there's a tool. Let me go back to Amazon as far as keywords go, and I probably should have put this in here as another step. But if you go and you're searching in this space niche, all right, I'm going to put in Space Pop Socket. Come on, work. Okay. I forgot what this is called. I should have got that. It's another plugin. It's free. But it basically, when you type in a keyword, it shows you the keywords before and the keywords after what you type in. So for the suggested, keywords, Amazon comes up with this stuff. But if you type in, if you use this plugin, and I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, guys. ASE, maybe? ASE? Amazon suggestion tool. Here it is. AMZ suggestion expander. So when you type something in like board games, this person typed in, Amazon only shows you the stuff in the white, but the stuff in the gray, green, and blue and red is what it comes up with when it searches before and after that keyword. So kids board games, adult board games, toddler, family, classic, all come before board games. So those are the most popular keywords that people are searching for. So keywords that come after board games are board games for 6-year-olds. Keywords between them are board and card games, board war games. And then there's other ones here that you can use too. So that's the simplest way to come up with keywords, because you want to use what people are searching for. Do not go to YouTube, look up a tutorial, and they're going to say different stuff on how to find keywords. Just use the platform, all right? Use the platform to tell you what keywords to put in your listing. I mean, it's really as simple as that. So let's type in, I'm just going to type in funny t-shirt because that's going to come up with a lot of stuff. So here's what Amazon gives you on the left. The keywords before would be Black Myth women's graphic funny t-shirt. All right. So if we search for that, oh, come on, work. So if we search for that, if we click on that, it's going to show us what's coming up for that specific phrase, and you can actually create the new design ideas from this specific phrase. So if you're going after that specific keyword, this is the stuff that you want to be looking at. Then you want to do your research. Like, all these are selling pretty well. So this keyword must be searched for a lot. All right. So this is definitely something that I would get into. Black Myth women's graphic funny t-shirt, unless Black Myth is a brand name, and it looks like it is. But women's graphic funny t-shirt is a good keyword. It's a little broad. I would definitely take this out, this Black Myth out, and see what other keywords are coming before and after it. So women's graphic funny t-shirt, cute tops, teen girl tees. That's a long keyword, all right? So that's basically what you're looking for with keywords. So with this specific pop socket, I'm just going to type in moon pop socket. And excuse me, I am having a beer, so might be burping a little bit. All right, so Sailor Moon pop socket, Sun and Moon pop socket. Those are the niches that you want to be creating designs in. All right, so Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon. These are all designs with sun and moon in them because people realize, like, hey, people are searching for this stuff on Amazon, so you should create designs around that. That's how you do keyword research, and it's literally just using the keyword suggestion tool, this AMZ suggestion expander. All right, I hope all that makes sense. Leave something in the chat if that doesn't make sense, if you have a question about it. I'm still going to go through and upload this design. Where is it? So say we put in the title of the product and the key features. Again, you're going to be jotting down a bunch of keywords that you're going to be using. So when you're doing your keyword research, you're putting it not only the main ones in the title, but you're putting other ones in the description. And this says the same thing as the other one. Let me go. So in the product features, which is just the bullet points, you're putting, let's see, moon. Putting moon. So perfect people who love astrology is a keyword. Stars, moons, space. All right. So these are the other keywords that I found that relate to the actual product. The main keywords go in the title. Other related keywords go in the product features section. And it's the same way on Etsy. So let me go in and check the comments quick. How much am I making per month with my designs? On Amazon, about $300 a month right now. Anita says, makes sense. Yes, it does. And the only reason I'm making only $300 a month with Amazon is because I haven't uploaded anything in at least 6 months. I actually have other businesses that I run, so it's kind of been on the back burner for quite a while now. So for the last 6-7 months, I haven't done anything, and I'm still making $300 a month from it. All right, so that's basically how you upload stuff. So we're going to save selection and continue, and we would list this design. I mean, submit product. This is already submitted, so I'm not going to. But hopefully you see how easy that is. And it's the same way on Etsy. It's doing your design research, giving your design to the designer, and then uploading that design. All right, so here's the 3-step process again. You do research, find a bunch of designs in a specific niche, you have your designer create it, and then you upload it to Amazon using the keyword research method that we talked about. So as long as you have your keywords in your listing, you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else. All right, so do you guys think you can do this 1 to 4 hours a week? Let me answer any questions that you guys have. All right, so I'll let you guys do that right now. So you have two choices right now. You can learn this on your own. You can do it on your own, or you can learn from someone who has 5 years experience and I've sold more than $500,000 worth of products. I've also talked to Scott, the student who's doing over 130K a year on Amazon and Etsy, and he has created some training. He's creating it right now. The first module is already done. He's creating some training to add to my actual training that I'm going to pitch you guys, I guess, right now. Obviously, I'm not good at pitching stuff. So what I'm going to do is just say what it is. I mean, this this is the worst pitch ever, but I know I went through everything really, really quickly, and I wanted to keep this under an hour, and it's 4 minutes to 9 o'clock where I am. And anyway, this is what I have. It's called the Merch Blueprint. It's my video training program that teaches you how to make $1,000 or more per month in passive income using Amazon and Etsy. All right. So it's $0 to $1,000 a month. It's basically a step-by-step like blueprint. All right. So there's 3 modules right now, and they're all about Amazon. And Scott, the one who's doing like $32,000 a year, or $32,000 in the past year on Etsy, is creating all the Etsy training for you right now. So module 1 is all about getting started, getting approved. I go through all the copyright and trademark stuff, so you guys don't get kicked off. I teach you how to do your research for your first 10 designs. I showed you guys a couple ways to do it. I think there's like 5 or 6 different ways inside the Merch Blueprint that you can use to find design ideas. I teach you the 3-step process I use to hire a designer. So there's 3 separate videos that walk you like step by step through the process. And I'm also giving you my job posting script, so you can literally just copy and paste it into your own listing. And then I talk about uploading your first 10 designs, because with Amazon, you're actually limited to 10 at first until you sell 10. And then they gradually move you up in rankings, so up in tiers, so you can upload more. Like I said, I'm at the 1,000 level. Scott's at the 18,000 level. All right. So module 2 is all about niches and the research process. There's 5 different tools. They're all free that make research super easy. I think I showed you a couple of the ways here that I use. Then I show you how to use keywords, all right, for research. I showed you a little bit about that in this video, in this live stream, but I go into it in detail in the Merch Blueprint. I go through the Improve It method, which I showed you. I go through the Mashup method, which is really cool. Basically, you're taking something that's trending right now, kind of like the Make America Great Again type stuff, and you're putting it into your niche, like Make Aliens Great Again or something like that. That's kind of the Mashup method in short. And then I talk about hitting trends to get really big sales really quickly. A couple years ago, there was that solar eclipse that went through, and solar eclipse shirts sold a ton. I sold probably probably not that much. It was probably around $2,400 to $3,000 in probably 6 weeks, just with those designs. And that's how I really got started in it and started uploading a lot of designs when I saw, that trend hit. I really wanted to get into it. And then module 3 is all about making everything consistent and automating everything. You can't automate every step of the process. With Amazon, you have to upload your own designs. You can't hire someone to do it unless they work in your area. You can't hire someone from like the Philippines or something to upload for you, unless they change that. But I'm pretty sure you have to upload your own stuff right now. I talk about the step-by-step upload process, how to do that, how to create your titles, descriptions that actually get sales. Remember, it's all about keywords here. I talk about the batch method, so how to upload super, super fast. Then there's the week-by-week workload and a 6-week uploading process. Those are the two processes that I use to actually upload really, really quickly. So every week that you do this, it's 2, 3, 4 hours a week that you're working, and money's just coming in. All right. So we also have a Facebook group. There's the Print on Demand community. You'll be a member of that, obviously. And yeah, so it's going to be 70 plus. Obviously, Scott is not done with the Etsy training, which is going to be done by the end of this month, end of July of 2019. So the merch blueprint is going to be probably about 100 step-by-step videos, and it's going to have the community. I'm going to be selling this for a lot more than $67. All right. So you guys are the first ones to kind of get into the merch blueprint. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's new. It's a new-ish program. And I want to make sure that I get as many people in as possible to get a lot of testimonials, a lot of results, obviously, so I can sell more of the merch blueprint. I know you don't care about that at all, but I'm just being straightforward. I want to sell more of the merch blueprint to other people. But the $67 price is just a one-time payment. You're going to get lifetime access to all the training and all the downloads that you're going to be getting. So you're also going to get 4,000 keywords. I went through and I used a software program that I purchased, and I found 4,000 keywords for t-shirts and pop sockets. So I'm going to give you that keyword list. And so that's pretty valuable right there. That's going to save you a ton of time. All you got to do is go through that list and just start searching on Amazon and gathering your ideas from there. I mean, it makes it really simple. You're also going to get the Upwork.com job posting script. So it's kind of a copy-paste deal with that. And you're going to get the 899 niches spreadsheet. So if you don't know what niches to get into, there's 900 niches in a spreadsheet that I created. And actually paid someone to create that. But yeah, a lot of stuff here, everything that you need to get started. So if you go to shuckabuck.com/MB special, that's MB, has to be capitalized. Let me go in and put it right into the chat for you guys. If you guys have any questions, make sure to post them here in the comments. So MB special, that's the link, shuckabuck.com/MB special. MB does have to be capitalized for some reason, this new stupid software that I'm using. So it's going to take you to this page, this page, the merch blueprint limited time special pricing. You're going to get the $130 discount, and that's wrong. That timer is wrong. It's going to end on Sunday. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 5 days. So that special price is going to be ending on Sunday. So for $67 you can get in instead of the $200 that it's going to be in the future. So hopefully you guys, take me up on this. And like I said, I'm hiring new designers right now for pop sockets over on Upwork. I have one person that I'm testing right now, and they look all right. There's a few things I got to change with him and let him know, but yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm going to be uploading hundreds. I can upload right now 100 designs a day on Amazon, so I'm just going to start maxing this stuff out because I also want to get to the 100K level on Amazon, and I should be able to do that pretty quickly. Especially once you start getting reviews on your products, then it starts going really quick. So let me go back to the slides here. Remember, the M and the B have to be capitalized if you guys are typing it in. So here is everything you're getting. You're getting the Amazon training, which is I think 31 or 32 videos in there. You're going to get the Etsy training, which Scott is creating because he's the Etsy expert. You're going to get 4,000 keywords, the Upwork.com scripts, and the niches spreadsheet. This is everything you need. You literally go through the module 1. All right. Once you go through module 1, you can pretty much stop there and then go right into the Etsy training, because with Amazon, you're only allowed to upload 10 at a time, 10 when you're first starting out. So you're going to want to start uploading to Etsy right away, and you'll be off and running. All these videos they walk you through every step of the process. They're short. Most of them are short. They're anywhere from 5 minutes to like 35 minutes long, and they walk you through every little detail that I do when I upload to Merch. All right. And they walk you through everything you need to do with Etsy that Scott does with Etsy. So let me go through a few common questions, like how much time does it take? It takes 1 to 2 hours a day, 8 hours a week. That's it to create a business like this that pays you every month without doing any other work. I mean, this is really, a lot of my friends like say, I wish I had a business so I could just work from home. Yeah, but I mean, the way you need to start out is doing this type of business. This is the easiest way to start, and it's going to get money coming in. All right. So 6 months from now, you're going to have money coming in, and you can use that to fuel more designs and start building out your stores on Etsy and Amazon. I shouldn't say store on Amazon. There's no store. Amazon is the store. How fast are you going to see results? You're going to get results in your first 30 days. If you don't make a sale in 30 days, your keywords or your designs are just not good enough. All right. Then you have to rework some of your stuff. So in order to make 1,000 a month, it could take anywhere from 3 to 12 months, depending on the number of designs you upload. This is strictly a numbers game. All right. Now, when you upload to Amazon, 80% of your designs are probably not going to sell. All right. So 20% of them are going to make the majority of your money. And it's just really how it is when you're using organic traffic from Amazon and Etsy. How much money do you need? Like you said, even if you have $100 a month, you're paying a designer $3 or less per design, that's going to get you well on your way. All right. $100 is going to get you some sales coming in. All right. So Merch Blueprint, you're getting Amazon, Etsy, 4,000 keywords, Upwork scripts. You're getting the niches spreadsheet. I'm going to be selling this for a lot more, and I could sell the Amazon and Etsy training kind of separately, but I'm not going to do that. You're getting all the bonuses. I paid $100 for all the keywords. Paid a freelancer to get all the niches ready. So all this stuff costed me money, and you're getting it for $67. So I think it's a pretty good deal. If you guys have any questions, let me go through and see. Have you ever had your own online store like Shopify? I have. I don't anymore because I hate Shopify. I just don't like it. You have to run your own traffic. You know how hard it is to get someone to buy a t-shirt from Amazon or Instagram ads? It's extremely hard. Like, you're going to be spending, and I know how to do it. All you got to do is spend $3,000, all right? $3,000 in your first month to get data. Once you have data, then you're going to know what audiences to target. You're going to know what ad is going to work. It's an extreme amount of work. The problem with that is, you're always going to be spending money. Money's always going to go out the door. With this, money's always going to be coming in. All right. And when I first started with Merch by Amazon, and Scott is the same way, the guy that's making the Etsy training, he started with the money that was already coming in. So he started with a couple $100 and then uploaded his designs. Money starts coming in. And then you use that money to fuel more designs, and it just snowballs from there. Trust me, like 12 months from now, if you do this consistently, you're going to be very surprised at how much money you can make. I'll be subscribing to your YouTube channel. Hey, thanks, Dawn. Yvonne said, I really enjoyed it. I appreciate the nature of the way you present without fast talking or hard sell. Yeah, I'm not a very good seller. I mean, I could tell you like how great things are and be like guru-ish about the training, but I mean, if you want to know the step-by-step kind of, literally blueprint on what I've used and what Scott has used to do, both of us combined probably well over $1 million in sales using this. I mean, this is what it is. I mean, you just follow the videos, you have all the downloads ready, you have everything that you need to start this business, and you also have the community, the Facebook group if you have questions. You also have me through email. So if anyone sends me a message through the specific contact form inside the blueprint, I reply to those as soon as possible because they get pushed to the top of my inbox. All right, and it says urgent on it or whatever. It says merch question, I think, in the subject line. So, I mean, you have everything you need that to make this business work. I don't know how many people are on right now. I should probably check that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I mean, that's all I have. I'm not going to stay on here too long. It's been an extremely long day. I have a 16-month-old at home, and it was a very stressful day for her. She's getting a couple teeth in, and it was really hot outside today, so she was not happy for some of the day. Most of the day she was, but it was a long day for me. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I work on my business part-time, so at least for now. So if you guys have any other questions, I'll be on here until 9:15, so it's 9:11 right now. I'll stay on and answer any questions that you have about anything that I went through today or anything about the merch blueprint. I know not a lot of people are on right now, but shuckabuck.com/MB special. The link is in the live comments, or if you're watching the replay of this, it's below the video. You'll get to a page that looks like this, and it says join now, and that will automatically put in the early bird coupon code for you, and you'll have the $130 off. So with this business, guys, it's literally keyword research, and it's having decent designs. So if you're doing your research right and you're putting in the right keywords, you're gonna make sales. But if you do this for 30 days and quit, you're not gonna make any money. I mean, it's not even worth your time. So I wouldn't do anything with it. Long day. I enjoyed your presentation also. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I've done a few of these live streams. Mostly they're for some other training that I have. I do group coaching, and I'm in the middle of a group coaching thing, so I've done a few of these lives, and I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. I should just do one live on my YouTube channel once in a while, or Facebook or something. But I don't know. I don't really have a lot to talk about, I don't think. Anyway, I'll be doing a bunch of stuff on my YouTube channel, so when you're watching this, make sure to subscribe. If you guys hit that like button, that really helps the channel too, apparently. I see that on a lot of YouTube channels. They smash the like button. So I guess hit the like button if you like this. Of course, this training is this training about all organic sales? Yes. There's no advertising stuff that I do, and it's not worth advertising on Amazon. All right. The problem with using Amazon's advertising platform is that they own it. Like, you're using your own profits to pay them more money. If you wanted to do advertising, you want to do influencer marketing, where you're sending the product to an influencer on Instagram or on YouTube and say, hey, can you wear this in your video, and mention it and where they can get it. That's all you should be doing. But I don't talk about any of that because you don't need it, and you shouldn't, because this is Amazon's platform. All right. Now, obviously, you're going to have the Etsy training, and Etsy is a whole different story because you can create a brand there. And you have your customer data, but with Amazon, you don't get any of your customer data. and you want their email address, at least. And Amazon will never give you that. They'll never give you that information. So you don't want to be giving Amazon any more money than you have to. Okay, because you're going to get some clicks. You're going to pay for some clicks on Amazon that are not going to turn into sales. That's just lost revenue for you. And I've done it. I've done a lot of advertising on Amazon. I've spent many thousands of dollars on Amazon advertising, and it's not worth your time, especially for merch stuff. If you're doing your own product, maybe it is, just to keep the sales going, keep that momentum. But with merch, you don't want to be using any type of paid traffic to send people to Amazon, all right? Because then Amazon owns the customer, and you want to own the customer. So it's all about organic sales, which is good. You want organic sales. You don't, I mean, the only time that you want to be using money is when you're actually making money. So if you wanted to invest money in influencers to send to your Etsy store, that's a good idea. If you want to send them to your Amazon merch store, that's not a good idea, because then you don't even own the customer. Hope that makes sense. All right, I said 4 minutes ago, so I'll stay on for 4 more minutes just in case there's any questions about anything that I went through, whether it's sorting social or using Amazon's keywords or doing research or hiring a designer from Upwork or whatever you want me to answer. Like I said, I think 150-ish, 160 people signed up for this. They're probably going to see the replay. A lot of them will see the replay. Yeah. Any questions at all? Did anybody go through the purchase process yet? I want to make sure that that's working. Hopefully I set it up correctly. I didn't even look at that when I started. Let me type in let me see if this comes up as a link. There we go. Now it's clickable. Pretty sure I set it up right. So, is anybody selling any stuff on Merch by Amazon right now? Or on Etsy? Anybody making sales? All right, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to get off here. I think a couple of you enjoyed it. You said that. That's good. Thanks for being on live. I do like doing these lives, so hopefully we'll see you inside the Merch Blueprint, inside the community. And then if you guys have any questions once you get in, I'm always here via email and via the Facebook group. So thanks for being on, and we'll see you later. We'll see you inside the Blueprint.